No, right here. No. Right here. Watch your stubby hands.
Very funny. This is gonna be the 4 extra thing all over again.
No.
You sat with my enemies while they made fun of me. I can already hear it. Stop.
Yeah. Yo,
you got me fucked up, bro. Shout out to my boy Munchie. No love lost. This guy gonna be on your ass, which you do deserve.
Yo.
But this has nothing to do with me. It was not my idea for him to do the skit walking in.
Listen.
Okay, let's listen.
This is the thing.
Yeah.
You had the coldest point. He's never on Alex's page drunk. It was crazy. This is the bigger platform, so it seems to me you would want to be more professional here. Dude get like, you know, it is what it is over there, but and then not only is he loaded, he still got the 5th still working on it.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, the more I mentioned, like, you are too drunk or you need to chill or whatever, the more he was just chugging that shit.
Yo, and then he's a little dude.
Yeah.
So that was a big bottle.
That was a big bottle of Henny, yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man.
I'm not gonna lie, I've seen him way worse.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I've seen him a lot drunker than that, but it's been a while, and that was pretty bad.
He talked too much. He says too many crazy things about people. Look, he already got a handicap, so he need to be as alert as possible. Like the people he with, if they telling him to move a certain way, he's so loaded that and I'm watching it, and he got the ultimate violation.
What's that?
You put your feet on him.
I didn't. This is a common misconception.
Yeah, you know, ain't no misconception.
My foot.
Oh no, you gave him the boot.
Oh, okay, let's watch it.
You gave him the boot.
We're gonna have to review this. All right, because I'm fighting against misinformation on a day-to-day basis. We don't necessarily need sound. I guess we could do sound, but
yo,
look at this. Let's just review the tape.
Yo,
my opinion.
I was trying to get him away from you.
I did not put my foot on his body.
What about me though?
You're way too drunk and you just keep talking about your own shit. Put it on the screen.
Well, hold on.
We're talking about like topics and then you just start. I dare you to watch this podcast.
I noticed the more liquor he has in him.
Do it.
Hold on.
Stop touching me. Stop it.
Them little frick fingers.
Get your
that's
fucking
ET. That would have blows me out.
No, right
Get
now.
out of here.
No. Let's do it right now.
There it goes. Look.
It's not on him. It was on the chair. Putting your dirty ass hands on me.
You know the crazy part about it? He didn't even see it coming. He said he had to ask his homie if you used your feet. You didn't see that? He said, I told my homie, well, what the hell you do? I guess his homie's supposed to whoop your ass.
I didn't watch the full length video, but yeah, I mean, like,
he gave you an ultimatum, which he shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
Even I know that, as cocky as I am, being who I am, I know if you give this white guy an ultimatum, he's going to call your bluff.
Listen, I like podcasts with Munchie. I feel like Munchie's an important part of No Jumper. That being said, I look at things very logically, which is we have bare basic rules. You don't touch somebody if they don't want to be touched. And if you do that repeatedly, or if you do it at all, that person has the right to ask you to stop. If you keep doing it, that person has the right to respond with force.
That's real.
So me moving his chair away to me was like the easiest. That was the most chill possible thing I could have done.
He was like coming at you like a praying mantis.
If he wasn't blind, I think it would have been fair for me to have hit him.
You remember the Land of the Lost? Remember the Slee Stacks?
No, what's that?
You don't remember? Oh, it was a cartoon.
Oh, yeah. No, I know what you mean, yeah.
Like, he kept coming at you, and I was like, I know when shit gets creepy, it's just creepy. Like, it's like, no. Like, bro, stop.
Because I'm not gonna lie, his hand when he's like yelling, it's like all his fingers are like locked into place, like rock hard, and he's like bashing. And that's why I called it a skeleton hand, because I felt like I was being hit with like a skeleton, like all the fingers just stiff. Yeah, like it's not fun.
I'm glad I never experienced such a thing. Like,
I mean, everybody's like, oh, you let all these guys act crazy as f, and then all of a sudden you get mad about this. I'm like, yeah, I feel like that's because, all right, you want to know what? First host who ever laid a hand on me, King Pill, boom, gone, never seen him again.
Oh, you talking about in the hallway?
Yeah. So I mean, like, this is like a big red line for me. You could act like a huge dick on the podcast and get invited back over and over and over. We'll keep giving you a try over and over. You can keep up. Soon as you touch me,
yeah, you can't do that.
You know, and it's like, yeah, he wasn't hitting me.
He was serious too.
But it's like, that's my
he was violating your space.
Big red line. You can't touch me over and over and expect me to be cool with it. I don't know why anybody would think that that was cool.
I bet. Did you tell Lena he touched you?
Yeah,
did she scrub you down?
No, but that was one where, because normally I never tell her about anything that happens on the podcast because it's just not that interesting for her, I feel like. But that was one where I came home and I was like, yo, you got to look at this reel. And I showed her like the first 10 seconds of the reel, and she's just like, I don't want to watch this. She's just like, there's too much yelling. It's 10 p.m. I'm about to go to bed. I don't want to. She's like, this is way too much for me right now.
I'm going to tell you this. It took the internet. Mm-hmm. You've been on the run. You've been on some Wack 100 shit.
Just that. Right?
No, but
what else I've been doing? Blueface and Lena.
You called out 4 extras.
Oh, yeah. I need that fade. Yep.
So I put it up there. I think behind the one arm behind the back, fade to be due.
Why are you trying to handicap me? I'm already handicapped.
You're calling a handicap.
I'm white. I'm weak.
What does that got to do with it?
I got low testosterone. I never got put on. He's got all these advantages over me.
Getting put on don't give you no superpowers.
Yeah, it does. I never had to survive that.
You've seen his hand, right?
Okay, and so now he was a 10 before. He's been knocked down to an 8.
Bullshit.
I was already a 6.
He's a 5.
This is like a toughness 1 through 10.
Bro, he can't listen, even he hasn't had his injury long enough to even learn how to use that. Because my grandfather had all these fingers going. All he had was a thumb.
Okay, let me just reiterate this. He goes on the Traplo Ross interview that ended up on Cam Capone. He said, the reason why God kept me alive was to break your face. He said that. That's why God kept him alive, was to break my face. I didn't know God had a asterisk next to it that said, but he has to also have one hand taped behind his back. When he invited me to the studio that day, you think he was going to make me tie my hand behind my back before we fought?
They was going to whoop your ass.
No, they're probably going to shoot me in the dome.
You was going to go in the trash can.
Some up shit, yeah. They were going to give me the benefit of tying an arm behind my back.
I told you not to go.
Well, nobody even had to tell me not to go. I just didn't go.
I said, Adam, you don't want to with that.
I left here. I was probably 5-10 minutes away. I got that phone call. He said, come here. I never turned the car around. I was already driving home. I kept driving home. I didn't even think about it, really, honestly.
So I told 4 extras. Let me tell you something.
When did you talk to him?
No, I'm gonna rewind.
Okay.
When his birthday came, he called me and he says,
I don't actually know what his birthday is.
What do you think Adams with an S is gonna get me for my birthday? And I said, absolutely nothing.
You don't want to grow up.
I said, bro, that is somebody you work for. Don't look at it the way you looking at it. And in his head, you heard him. Now you heard him. He took you to Vernon Avenue.
Yeah.
So I don't know where you putting that on your resume, or did you need that to get something done? Or?
How come I have to hear that from him so much when E-Dog never says, Adam, I took you to O Block. Stupid Young never says, Adam, I took you to Cambodia Town.
Didn't you take him a bunch of places, get merch?
Yeah, 4 extra. I took you to Asali. I took you to Awful Lot of Cough Syrup.
He never took me to Asali. I wanted a salad too.
A solid clothing line, but also a salad. I was wondering. I wonder what he eats because I don't think I ever saw him eat.
Oh, 4 extras.
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit too over emotional. You have some people caught in the middle like Baby Runner.
You making skits.
Because Baby Runner respects you, for real. But he didn't like that you called out 4 extras. And I like the fact that he made a skit because he wanted to take 4 extras fade. And I told him he was absolutely wrong. So when I seen him making a skit, I said, all right, Baby Runner found the equal medium.
This is how I know that the whole world who watches this podcast doesn't think, they don't use that gray matter in between their ears. They just say shit. And I'm talking about a lot of y'all, because this 4 extra got on that vlog and said, God kept him alive so he could break my face.
Did you take that serious?
I have a sterling reputation for the whole time I'm on this podcast. No fades, no fights, no punching on people. I mean, it has happened in real life, but on the podcast, none of that. I finally open myself up to him and say, all right, I need a fade. Radio silence. It's been 48 hours. Nothing. And now people are saying that I'm in the wrong. After God apparently kept you on earth to fight me, now I say, okay, fine, I'll fight you. And now it's, the white man is so f***ed up. Look, it's all publicity stunt. No, I need that fade.
Well, okay, now I'm trying to understand. Because I see Cam Capone and Trap Lord beefing. Trap Lord talking about somebody wanted $1 million for a Netflix deal. Who, no disrespect, bro, to my brothers in the streets. When you come off the streets to this table, right, you have to first create a foundation of your own. You have a cheater because you're sitting in front of a built-in no jumper crowd, right? That's not your crowd. So if your numbers start going up, that's because of no jumper, right? When you start to do like Flacco does and goes to his other channel that's just him and he's still doing things and you know you put in the work. But stop thinking because a few people take some pictures with you that you work for $1 million Netflix deal. That's was some crazy shit. I don't even believe he said that.
Bro, we all got so much entertainment out of the fact that he wanted to get $50,000 for an interview. Now we find out that while that was happening, he was behind the scenes telling Ross that he needed $1 million for that footage. That footage was like an hour outside a liquor store in a parking lot and then like an hour in a hotel talking, sitting on a couch.
Now
$1 million, like, has he ever seen Netflix?
I didn't get where he
They make some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know why he would request it. I think Ross is capping.
Wait, okay. I know exactly what happened.
I don't believe he said that.
Let me tell you the full thing. So Ross gets hit up and For Extra says, yo, I want to start my own channel. Are you down to interview me for my channel? Ross says, you know what? Normally I only do stuff for my channel, but I like you. And he had just done the video about For Extra. So he says, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull up. I'll take care of everything. Ross brings his filmer. He pays the filmer. He brings security and a driver. So all in all, he spends over $2,000 to go to the 40s and go to this hotel and shoot all this content. Then he has the content, he has the video, he gives it to 4 Extra. 4 Extra basically is taking his sweet ass time, and weeks go by. And then he finally hits up Ross and says, yo, can you give me $1 million from Netflix for this footage? And Ross says, no, I can't. That's not how it works. And he said, well, can you get somebody else to give me money for it? And he's like really trying to convince Ross that somebody should give him like at least many hundreds of thousands of dollars for this. And Ross keeps telling him like, bro, that's not like Ross doesn't have experience selling content to Netflix. He, like anyone else, knows that the content like would not make sense on Netflix, etc. So he says no. And then Forrester keeps hounding him to find a buyer. So then finally Ross hits up Cam Capone and says, yo, will you buy this footage? Cam Capone doesn't even offer him money for it. Says, I'll give you a split on it. Ross says, okay, what's the split? He goes 80-20, me, meaning Cam Capone will get 80% of it, and then 4 Extra will get 20% of the money, and that somehow Ross, who was trying to do a good deed, gets nothing. Like, because Ross should, before any of this conversation even happens, Ross should get like $2,000, $3,000, whatever. But like, I guess they didn't do that deal. I think they might have actually done 50-50 or 60-40 or something. But either way, I mean, realistically, this content that 4 Extra thought that he was going to get $1 million for, he probably will get like $5K once you get like half of all those videos.
I wonder who's. Well, here's the problem. Nobody that understands this business is telling him that.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of people who don't understand this business telling him this. And when they telling him this, it's it's handicapping him because.
Hey.
Huh?
Keep going.
Oh, no. You on some bullshit.
Keep going.
It's handicapping him because as he's on his build, when somebody offers him $1,000 for something that's really worth $1,000, his mind is on Netflix, $1 million. He won't take the $1,000. And that $1,000 is the start of his build to 15 to 2 to 5. So he really needs to adjust his mentality to growing, because has he ever had a 2-month run here straight?
Maybe that. Maybe like he got paid 2 months in a row. Maybe like one time.
But was he out 2 months before going back?
Okay, but this is what pisses me off, is that Ross actually knows YouTube. Like, this is one of the most knowledgeable people you'll ever find about YouTube. He knows damn near everything you can know outside of Mr. Beast. So 4 Extra's asking him for advice, and Ross says, put it on your own channel. Don't go give it to Cam Capone, because yes, Cam has like 1 million subscribers or whatever, but then you got to cut it in half and give him a large percentage of the money. Put it on your own channel. You'll get mad subscribers. You probably get 50,000 subscribers, and you get 100% of the money. And the way that YouTube is now is that if that content goes on a smaller channel, or if it goes on No Jumper, it damn near might get the same views. Like it might honestly get like at least like 70% of the views that it will ever get, and you get 100% of the money. That's what Ross wanted to contribute to. And instead, 4 Extra like told
his
him
growth
over and over and over, no, I want to sell it to somebody. He just wanted the upfront money because he doesn't think long term. And so like 4 Extra now has screwed over Ross. So he burnt the bridge with me. He burnt the bridge with Ross. He burnt the bridge with Spoty Face. He burnt the bridge with X-Fo. Is there like, who's going to be left at the end of all this?
What's her name?
Lupe?
Lupe.
Yeah. Lupe does seem like she's probably down to go down with the flames.
Until Crip Mac gets out.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden he's going to be moving around. Yeah. She's going to be in here. He's going to be mad as my manager hanging out at my ops office. I don't know, man.
Oh, man, I hope they get it right, man. But there was a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
What else going on in the news? I just got a crazy call from what's the chick, John Morant.
What's John Morant doing?
She guess she's upset at Lil Baby.
Wait, I thought, isn't John Morant the NBA player that likes NBA YoungBoy?
Some lady.
Well, who am I thinking of?
You thinking of some lady.
No, that's what I'm thinking of, John Morant. That's the guy who likes YoungBoy.
No, they spell it Jaw. There's some chick put it in
Jaw Morant sounds like a
right there.
Name. Oh, okay, this girl. Oh, this is the one who was allegedly who? Lil Baby, right? Okay, I didn't.
And that was her. I she called me with bad intentions, and
what'd she say?
Well, you already know why people call me.
She's too skinny. Lil Baby don't need to be hitting that.
She called me with bad intentions. I don't think she knew my relationship with Lil Baby and the whole team over there.
Y'all are cool.
Yeah, that's family.
She hit you up wanting to expose him.
Well, I didn't let it get that far. She was a sensible young lady, and I told her that doing it this way is going to lead you to people not trusting you. I think you should just get on the phone with Lil Baby, have a sensible conversation, and work it out, and I'll owe you one. She said, you're going to owe me one? I'll owe you one. She said, all right, have them call me, and I'm going to chill out. I said, but you got to chill out. That was just right now. When you heard, that's what I was talking to.
John Morant.
Her. I don't. I swear to God, I don't know her, but she got my number.
But she wants to, like, is it just the stuff that she's already aired out that he allegedly paid her $2,000 for sex?
I don't know what she aired out. I think
that's
know.
what she said, is that he paid her 2 bands. And then he left a comment on Instagram and said, basically, I ain't never met this girl. I ain't never given no money.
Yeah, I don't know what she aired out. She just mentioned Lil Baby, and at that point in time, I'm going to take one position and one position only.
I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the main thing that she revealed was just that he gave her two bands. Yeah, Lil Baby calls prostitute claiming he paid her $2,000 a liar. That's the current TMZ headline.
Oh, so that wasn't even his woman.
I don't think. No, he said he ain't never had nothing to do with her.
Yeah, I don't keep up with nephew personal life.
She ain't even pretty enough to be with Dominique. Like, Lil Baby, like,
oh yeah, I ain't even
as rich as Lil Baby. I ain't with girls that look like her.
When I tell you I don't keep up with nephew personal life like that, I couldn't tell you who his girl is and who she not unless he personally called me. And
he got exposed like one other time for with a prostitute or something, and I felt like she probably just trying to piggyback on that. I mean, we could watch.
He probably
peep the short. Oh, this is on real life production, so they ain't never getting a Lil Baby interview, I guess. I mean, we probably ain't either, but
now is 2,000 not enough because it's Lil Baby, or what's wrong with 2,000?
Yeah, it's definitely because it's Lil Baby.
Yeah, because
you're a celebrity, you have a different type of money, so you get a different type of text. Like, yeah, so when I charge you, you getting the celeb text.
Now,
oh, she's a prostitute.
That bitch couldn't even talk to me outside the club, like literally.
She's a prostitute.
Giving her money to spend time with her is crazy. Listen, I'm gonna quote the great Gucci Mane LaFleur. I'm a fat N-word, but all I rock is skinnies. And I don't want to that bitch because she too skinny. Wait, didn't he say friendly? I shouldn't be quoting lyrics that I'm not 100% on. I'm not going to look it up. That's even Gare. He's made it too far in life. I don't believe they were with this bitch.
I didn't know who she was.
She looked mega regular. She looked like a real.
I didn't know she was a baby mama. I didn't know who she was.
You know what she looked like? She looked like, they're selling, but she's like the corn lady version of selling pussy. Like she's standing outside. That's like if I went to Fig, I would expect to be working with something like that.
Yeah, nephew got a pretty good looking family.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he got a good looking family, Lil
Baby.
Yeah, his kids, mothers.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, he probably would need to be doing that.
Saying that he has a good looking family is a weird way of saying that he wouldn't need to with her, but. Yeah, I mean, I agree.
I'm just trying to be respectful.
I feel like he could do a lot better, and I feel like he usually does. But some guys like to pay for it. And when you're in the position, when you're there, maybe she was just the one who was around. You know what I've noticed?
A person could be around a person, and a person could know a person's in need, and just say, you know what? I was blessed before. Let me bless somebody, and look out. And in the back of their mind, they thinking that's what it is.
If I her, it would be a blessing. That'd be like me putting her on. That'd be like Jay-Z handing Memphis Bleek the $1,000.
He said he didn't. If he didn't, he didn't.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, if Lil Baby gave her some dick, she should like keep that like a secret. Like like he just honored her
that's
vagina.
The thing. If he did, I think she would keep it a secret. Maybe it's the fact that he didn't. So she's like, well, I'm gonna make people assume you did.
Does she have any kind of like online footprint outside of this?
I don't know.
Like, has she ever done anything else besides this? Like, is this the only reason why she got this interview?
That's it.
It doesn't seem like she's. Oh, look, 11 days ago. That's the truth about Lil Baby. So she on a whole promo tour. Yeah. She hitting all the platforms to talk about my man Lil Baby. That's really too bad.
Yo, you see they talking about giving Wiz 9 months.
9 months for smoking weed in what country?
Whatever country. But see, I tell people, we're spoiled as Americans.
Yeah.
You get in certain places. You lucky he wasn't in Dubai.
No, he never come home after that. Yeah.
Yeah, certain places they don't play. They don't give us. They don't care who you are. They don't care. And you just gotta keep it in check. When we be on tour, I'll be like, hey bro, look, only so much I could do over here.
For a long time, I was so committed to smoking weed that the idea of going somewhere like Dubai sounded terrible. But now that I have not smoked weed in like 5 weeks, which I'm kind of full of shit because I did smoke a blunt one time with Remo, but I haven't smoked weed by myself in 5 weeks. I haven't had like weed on me, but I'm still with the edibles. So I'm like, really, like I quit smoking weed, but I'm still like getting the weed effect from eating these edibles here and there. So, but either way, now I feel like the world seems a lot bigger because I do feel like, oh, I could go to Dubai. I don't really care about smoking weed anymore. But I'm still gonna have to sneak a cart in.
No.
There's got to be a way.
No.
I'm gonna disassemble like a camera, and I'm gonna put a cart inside of it.
Listen, when you hit the Dubai airport, you're gonna understand. You've been to the Beverly Center, right?
Yep.
It's that times 1 trillion. Okay. They got X-ray shit going on, little bots running around. You do not play around with the Dubai airport.
I feel like I know people. When I get there, I bet I could get somebody to get me a cart.
Well, I don't know what you could get somebody to do. But
so maybe I don't bring it, but I'll get it when I get there.
I strongly advise you, whoever's hosting you, maybe you have a conversation. But I strongly advise you, you do not play around in Dubai.
I'm going to tweet it out. Who got carts in Dubai?
Your ass is going to jail.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, but.
So what's been going on up here, man?
What's been going on up here? I mean, it's kind of slow because it's the Christmas season, so not as many interviews going on. Just been doing some live streams and stuff. Nothing too crazy.
I've seen the big dummy Alex Alonzo. He goes on his channel.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch it, but I heard that he said that you were lying.
He said, Wack 100 is a liar.
Yeah.
He hasn't settled. He hasn't been paid a dime. I did the research. Now, we know he works with the DA. We know that.
Okay.
He's such a liar. Why would he lie about something that we could just go pull up at our fingertips? So I seen it. I got up the next morning. I issued him a bet. Because him and Munchie B, they had little Ricky. Is that his name? Ricky's up there. Deer in headlights.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Flip phone. Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there. And I said, okay, look, if I'm lying, because he says I shouldn't be on the internet, I shouldn't be on No Jumper. I said, if I'm lying, if I can't show you proof that I already have settled a month or some ago and been paid out, I'll leave No Jumper indefinitely. But if I'm telling the truth and I can show it, Munchie B has to leave. I slept on it. They went quiet. I came back. I said, okay, that's not fair to Adam. I tell you what, if I can't show next 6 months, I'll sign the slip. Adam gives Munchie B my check every month. But if I can show, I give Munchie's B little check every month. For the next 6 months, everybody's quiet.
Yeah.
If I'm such a big liar, why are they quiet? They said I got a court date next month. Well, shit, I never went to none of the court dates. So if I did have one, I don't know. I text my attorney and asked my attorney about this court date. He seems to think, I don't know what the hell you talking about. We've already settled. And look, when I asked him, I said, do we have a court date? The attorney says, we've already settled.
We settled and there's a signed settlement agreement and you got paid. I'll send you the settlement agreement in the morning, but I thought you already had it. There should be no court dates.
So I don't know, Alex, I'm gonna call you. You're a liar. You're lying to your peers. You clout chasing our Wack's name because you have absolutely nothing else to talk about.
Alex, I'm going to be real with you. It seems like you have taken an L on this, at least as far as I can tell. I understand that you are a person who cares about their record, and I know that you wouldn't want to have any blemishes or bad marks on there, so I'm asking you to please apologize. And also, within that apology, I would like for you to admit that you are suffering from a mild case of Wack derangement syndrome, aka WDS, which A lot of people have suffered from this over the years, and honestly, therapy is available. Help is available. We do have BetterHelp as a sponsor, and we're going to have them reach out to you, Alex. Because I also, he's still pushing the thing of like, oh, you need to be or you and Loose Cannon and shit need to be like deplatformed from YouTube for lying. Like he's pushing a petition.
Bro, but this is what I'm saying.
That's pretty wild.
We're the names you use to even get people to give you views. You should start with deplatforming us by not mentioning us.
Yeah.
Right now, we know you the DA. I got the clip from the East Coasters of what you did to him. This dude, let me tell you what this dude did.
Uh-oh.
He was the gang liaison for the defendants.
What defendants?
The East Coast, all the stuff that happened in Inglewood.
Okay.
It was a bunch of them, right? So they telling him everything because he's supposed to be the one to get up there to kind of clean them up. They get up there, and this dude gets up there, and they said, all right, so this dude, what do you think about this dude? Well, he has the gang tattoo, and it says this. And I think what it was, it said block Crip or something, but the B wasn't crossed out or nothing, right? So instead of Alex saying, that means he's not an active guy, he's not into committing murders or violence, he says, that means he's an OG. And based upon that B not being crossed out, that means he calls shots and what he says goes. He says this on the stand. I got 30 minutes records of the East Coasters calling me.
Wow.
Like, so when we put it out, he panics.
That's good info. I would have not known that.
Yo, I got it. I'm going to send it to you. So I understand, like, I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, I've been chilling. I went and got tattooed up, you know what I mean? 8 hours of some art.
Saw that.
8 hours.
That's hard.
No numbing, no nothing. I wanted to take the pain. Call it growing pains.
8 hours with no numbing is
no nothing.
That's hardcore these days. Yeah.
My tattoo guy, he thinks I'm crazy.
Yeah. Because everybody gets numb these days?
Yeah. I didn't know.
remember doing that for the first time in probably 2013 and probably did it every time since then just because it's so
what is it, cream or?
It's like Novocaine cream, I think, that just kind of.
It works?
It works pretty good. It's not like night and day, but it's good. It helps.
You see they pushed Brick Baby's court date back again.
Yeah. How long? How far?
April.
Wow, that's far. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's kind of close to the trial date. You think it might get pushed back again?
Wait, so you're saying that they are going to want to sentence him around the time of the trial? After the trial? Before the trial?
Brick will not get, if my hunch is right, which I said it a month ago, they're going to push that sentencing date. My hunch is right. Brick will not be sentenced until after his participation in that trial is over, whatever it may be.
So you're saying that whatever is going on with the Rolling 60s RICO, he will be sentenced to something as part of that? And then also, but his court date that got postponed is his individual
Remember,
case?
he was supposed to, December 19th, he was supposed to be sentenced. A couple days ago, they pushed him back till April 2026. Big U's trial is in May of 2026. When that April date comes, if my hunch is right, they're going to push him back to June. I believe they're going to call Brick Baby to the stand, to the witness stand. Now, I think what he does on that witness stand will determine what his sentence is going to be.
You're going to do some Woody shit. I don't recall.
Remember, he has a lower 92 months to 115 months. So if he does the Woody thing, I think we'll see 115 months.
Damn. I need my baby home. So, Brick, whatever you got to do, come on home.
Yeah,
I miss you, baby.
Listen, I'm being a little modest because, I've been kicking it with Miss Brick. For the last week and a half or so.
Sure. Okay.
She's been working with us. Real nice lady.
Okay. Well, free the Brick. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and R&B is expressed that she doesn't want me disrespecting her because they've gotten cool.
Big Baby was a great man, and I wish that he would come home and podcast with us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
he ain't gonna tell.
I will tell you this: whatever Brick's wife may have done in the past,
Yeah.
I will tell you this: my speculations over the last couple of weeks, she's being a solid woman to Brick today.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's good to
Very
hear.
respectful.
Yeah. So okay, you've been doing a whole little thing online about your main op, who has almost the same name as you, CEO Wacko, who, I don't know, he's done a lot of stuff. He's been involved with a lot of different stuff on the West Coast. You and him have been at odds for many years now. I once saw him here, and he kind of
What did he do?
like cornered me and
what?
told me you were a piece of shit for like 45 minutes.
He told you that, right?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Have I ever mentioned this man to you prior to that?
No, I don't think so.
But he saw you, knowing this is a place I do business at, right?
Yeah.
And cornered you for 45 minutes.
Might have been 25. I don't know. I don't want to exaggerate.
And just drilled you on pure Wack slander.
Something about you signing like a contract, like basically like ripping him off for his life rights or his music rights or something like that. That you him over.
Mm-hmm.
That was the main takeaway.
So he told you I took some money and things from him, this type of things.
Something like that.
Put $500,000 in this man's pocket. You believe that? See that? Y'all hear that? This is why you cannot, I hate to say it, do business with those people when you start to sense that they want to be in your shoes. You know what else he's done? He's told a few people that my attorneys he gave me, the attorneys I allowed him to use. It's crazy. Like, I hear different things every day. But when I called him on that, he said, you are an absolute liar. He said, Adam 22 is a lie. I never said nothing to him about you. But listen.
For real?
I swear to God. But I already know. But you know, at the end of the day, that's a whole nother story. He has some other things he got to clear up. I just wanted a few of the homies. Y'all heard it out of the horse's mouth. This is the type of campaigns he run.
Okay, but so you're saying that he told? Like what is your allegation about him?
No, well, he called me and he asked me about my Texas case.
Okay.
I don't argue with people when it comes to paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
I simply send it. If I don't have it, I contact my legal, request it, and I send it over. I have an obligation to do that without being mad. So when I sent him my Texas paperwork, everything, I asked him for his. I said, hey, man, your homies told me you had a going away party because you was convicted, but you never went away.
Mm-hmm.
So since you asked me for my paperwork, I'm asking you for yours.
Mm-hmm.
And he refused to give it to me. So at that point in time, the exposers went into action. So, and they're still working. They were able to locate the case file number and the charges that he was convicted of.
Mm-hmm.
And it was some pretty serious charges.
Okay.
And the math didn't add up. You know, sometimes people say, well, who did they tell on? Sometimes I don't have to read who you told on or who you didn't tell on. But if I see assault weapons, silencers, and all this stuff, and I see 2 years in the two days in the county jail and 3 years probation, that just doesn't add up.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? For those type of things. So, you know, I provided my paperwork. We got to go get his.
Okay, so Hitta J3 has taken to Instagram and posted this.
It's the paperwork right here from the 2002 and 2003 case. It wasn't no. He bailed out, so he never was sentenced to no 2 days.
On rules, he was never sentenced to no 2 days. He's
Go to that page.
when they said that they
flip through the pages.
when they dismissed the shit.
But show where they say it was dismissed right here.
Okay, so in the caption he wrote, and this was 34 minutes ago that this came out. So this is late breaking news. Facts is facts. Keep CEO Wacko's name out y'all mouth, especially if it ain't Pyru business. Tell all these internet N-words clean they own backyard before they speak.
He don't even like Wacko.
Y'all not the only ones with a platform. Now show us y'all shit instead of making excuses. Most y'all boo-boo with no street history anyway. Take a good look. It ain't gonna be for the gram for long. Y'all made the world think shit cool like this. Well, y'all consider being the new gangster. No victims / co-defendants. Y'all using the G homie's name for exposure, not exposing. Tell Christopher Lovejoy do something more than go live on YouTube and groupie sad ass.
Now, this is the crazy part about him. This is why I'm gonna let you look at that yourself, right?
Okay.
You tell me if it was any of those were dismissed, right? It could tell you the charges. It's gonna tell you a plea. No contest is just as guilty.
At least in this screenshot, these are all offenses dated for October 22nd, 2002. And it says possession of marijuana, possession of assault weapon, firearm silencer, by an addict, receiving known stolen property. And it says conviction after plea as the last deposition in 2003.
Okay. Now, let me tell you why J3 is dangerous.
Ooh.
This is a man that has called me and talked bad about Wacko numerous times.
Really?
So this is why I don't with certain parts of the streets. Because when I see that, and I know what you've been doing on my phone about that man, your math don't make sense. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So at the end of the day, I think Wacko should file a civil suit on LA County and the courts because we got all the documents right here. I mean, this is, Daryl Potts, case number XSCTA 067240-01, right? The people of the state of California versus Potts, Daryl, Gene, Compton Courthouse. I mean, it's all right here. This is pulled up on Criminal Case Access, County of Los Angeles, Superior Court of California. So, when we read paperwork, we're going to read the paperwork. And I'm going to tell you like this. If Wack get caught with 3 keys of fentanyl.
We snorting it all.
And I put in a guilty plea. And I walk out of there with probation, something ain't right.
Jeez.
That's just what it is. But I'm glad you told the world that this dude saw you, cornered you. I know you didn't bring me up to him.
I wasn't cornered. I was in the doorway of my office. So, it was
So
a
how did
mutual
I come
up? I don't remember, but I just remember talking about you for quite some time.
So did you bring me up? Did he bring me up?
From what I recall, and I don't have a perfect memory, he clearly had a bone to pick with me about something that you had said about him on the show, or there was something at the front of his mind concerning you.
I never brought dude up. Dude been running the campaign, and I'm gonna let you know. The more I hear, the more I'm gonna go. It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Listen, I don't know. I would like to meet the Whoops. I wanted to do a Meet the Whoops interview. I didn't get to do it.
What? The last time J3 called me, you know what he called me and said?
What?
Hey, bro, this bitch ass nigga Wacko trademarked our name behind our back. And when we asked him about it, he said he did it because you were gonna do it.
Oh shit.
I'ma do it. What the I got to do with trademarking your name? So you telling me, did he come tell you, J3, hey, I think Wack's gonna trademark the name, so I'm gonna go ahead on and do it? No. So how did you find out? We went to check and his name and his company's there. And your bozo ass went for that. So if you wouldn't approach him today, he still wouldn't have never told you. He brought your damn name from up under you. But this is the type of shit dude does. He tell people shit using my name and I never know it, and he plants these bad seeds and people start thinking Wack did this, Wack did that, Wack did this, Wack did that. You get what I'm saying?
I feel it.
So, you know, at the end of the day, it's lit, it's hot right now. And no, J3, you don't have a platform. Nigga, you forgot, little nigga, you called me begging me. Wacko, Wack, he don't want us talking to you. This is how I be talking. He don't want us talking to you. I'm going on No Jumper, and you think you could get me on academics? How you think he ended up on academics? How you think he ended up going back and forth with Top 5? Because you asked me, you said, Wacko, I want your help. And then you put shit like that up. Well, lets me know you's a full-blown snake.
Damn. I'm glad I'm not involved in any of that.
That's what I'm saying. Nigga, y'all can keep that shit where you got that shit. Cause I'm sitting back watching this shit and I'm seeing what's on my phone. And when I see stuff like that from guys like him,
Yeah.
boy, you's a snake and you know you's a snake.
Damn. Man, I hope y'all can work it out.
It ain't no work.
That
like
ain't happening? Oh, shit.
I do know that the exposers have put in to get the paperwork from the courts. And, you know, we'll see what it says. But end of the day, all paperwork say conviction.
You know, honestly, when I saw this headline,
Oh, this was wild.
all this stuff that's been going on, it kind of occurred to me that you and 50 got a little bit in common.
What?
Because like 50 reaching out to the landlord
That's a
and
fact.
finding out that Jim Jones owes him money and possibly buying the space, that's the kind of thing that I think
I would definitely do.
I feel like that's the kind of thing you would aspire to. Like you would do like a version of that. Like you would call the landlord for sure. Buying the building, I'm gonna be real, that's more 50. He's like a super villain. You're a villain, but he's a super villain.
Oh, I'll buy your shit.
Yeah, I mean, buying the whole building is kind of.
I mean, if
That's
it
a lot.
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, hey, just add it to your
Especially
portfolio.
if it's a building in New York, you can always do something with it.
Yeah, no, definitely. So basically, I don't know. They've been talking crazy about 50, and so 50 is taking aim. This is how it started. 50 said, these guys are squatters. They owe $250,000 for the space that they're filming their podcast. These bums are trying to win Best Dressed Award and can't pay their bills. I'm personally very confused by that because last time I checked, I think that they've done like 9 episodes out of that space. And I think
What's the numbers doing?
it's doing pretty good. It's getting like 150, 200K per episode, which makes sense. You know, Jim Jones, all these guys, they're pretty well known. So it makes sense that they're probably be doing good. But then I think Jim might have done like a handful of interviews as well, like in the same space. But like, how do you end up with $250,000 on the bill for filming like maybe 30 or 40 hours of content, or like spending 30 or 40 hours maybe total in the space, even if it was a lot more than that, even if it was like 100 hours?
I mean, this one doesn't make sense.
Where does that number
Whoever
come from?
negotiated this deal is a moron. Because from what the owner says, he gets 50% of what happened of the revenue of the podcast.
Of the whole thing?
You didn't hear the audio?
No. Wait, what? Where did I
there's
get to
audio
this?
with 50 in the, I think I got it in the 100 side back chat.
Wait,
Hold on.
oh,
It's on our morning show back chat.
I think this might be it too. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, there we go.
Since October.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he keeps trying to build it, but he won't sign the lease. He's like, I don't like these terms. I want like 6 months of build out and ridiculous bullshit. We also have a partnership agreement where half of what he's building now, his media, belongs to us. But he won't tell us how much he's making and doing all these things. So half of the content he's creating, if you want to buy that too, I'll sell you half the company. He's not a business. He's like insane. To me, it's worth very little to nothing. But if it works out for you, I just throw that in as a sweetener. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is he signed a lease with me. Right now he owes, I'm going to say it in a short way, at least $80,000, if not $180,000. The monthly rent on the old lease, not just want to rent it. And I said, okay, fine. right? He's been saying this for like, since October.
I think it
And
just restarted.
So I think listening to him, maybe it was some upfront money, dude. Because you're right, it doesn't like shit. I mean, that means like.
I mean, but at the end of the day,
I can see 4 months, maybe 20,000 a month.
And this is the thing too, is that they're probably billing him not just for the space, but the use of the studio rental, the camera people, the edit, etc. Like, if they're billing that at like somewhat standard industry rates, I could imagine how that number could get pretty big pretty quick. The question is like, what I was going to ask before is like, why would any studio let you get to the point where you're even a couple $1,000s in debt? Never mind like a six-figure sum.
I think because they listen,
but they were invested in it. They thought that they were going to own part of this, and Jim's not sending them the information about the AdSense or any of that shit. Which, and you hear the way he's talking to 50, he's saying like, I can include half of Jim's media company in the sale of the building, but I don't really think it's worth anything. And I mean, if you think of like doing 150,000 per episode on a podcast is pretty solid, but I don't think that they have sponsors or anything. So he's probably not really looking at that as like anything particular, but that's the path to 50 actually owning half of Jim's media company. But then I guess Jim could just start another media company. Like he's probably not beholden to make content for that channel.
I
right?
think whoever these people are, they see names. They don't understand what we understand. They don't understand that
he's crazy.
They don't understand that their star power doesn't translate to the numbers needed for that to be successful.
But I'm saying the numbers are pretty decent for hip hop at this point. If they could actually average 150 or 200K long term, that puts them in kind of the
four people though. Is Jim, Davey,
and that's a problem for sure. Yeah,
Fabulous, and Drano, Mano.
Because you're already giving half of the money to this place for the
so that means they cutting up 12.5%.
But I don't understand why Jim or whoever would have even got into that agreement, because the way you do it is just rent a spot, like just rent a place, spend $5,000 a month to rent a place, buy a bunch of cameras, get somebody to work for you. You pay them a couple grand a month, $5,000 a month, whatever. Have them set up the cameras, run the computer, etc. Why do you need somebody else to like take on the risk of starting a podcast?
Maybe they don't know what they're doing,
or maybe they don't have that much money to start it with.
Well,
I can't. I gotta believe that Jim's got enough money to do that. That's just some super cheapskate shit. Or if you were already planning on ripping them off.
I don't know, bro. It just wasn't adding up, making sense. But 50 Cent forced him to send a wire that he probably didn't want to send right now.
Of money.
Yeah, he definitely did that.
Jim Jones sent money to this guy.
Yeah, that's all 50 wanted to do. 50 didn't give a shit about buying the building. He wanted to force your hand to do something that you didn't want to do.
Yeah.
With some money that you had plans to do other things with. That's all the play was. He made you jump. He won.
It's pretty brutal, honestly.
He don't give a shit what Jim got going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like 50 even being able to get the land, like, I mean, honestly, like this is a super villain play, because I was going to do that to T-Rell at one point, but honestly, I didn't care enough. Like I had the information of the landlord from Melrose, who like, I guess they have a whole lawsuit against him and shit like that. And I was going to do it. I was going to call him and release the call, but I just felt
you
like
mean the building,
huh?
It's building on Melrose.
The building on Melrose that they used to rent that flooded. Yeah. I had the information. I was going to call the landlord and just record it and play it on here for content and everything. But I felt like it looked a little too kind of like weirdly obsessed, and like I just didn't end up doing it. But I love that 50 doesn't care. You don't have that. But for some reason, people love it when he does this stuff.
Well, look, 50's a troll. And one thing 50 did is he didn't let them put him in a permanent suit. He didn't convert to Curtis Jackson. He stayed 50 Cent. So his standards, when he wants to do some bullshit, a troll, or whatever he wants to do, are the standards of a rapper.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He never did the Jay-Z thing.
Yeah. No, but okay, I didn't see this yet. Mano response to 50 Cent. is the problem, Curtis? What has your G unit G string in a bunch? N word? Is it the bitch or the diabetes? Ooh, does he have diabetes?
He just.
Oh, it's just a caption. But let's rap about it. So he's challenging him to a rap battle. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. That's a pawn move. 50's not gonna give you a rap battle when your career has been over with 23 years. His last song was at 02.
I mean, when was the last time 50 put out a rap
Haters
song,
and some
period?
shit.
50 don't rap.
Yeah, I mean, but 50's been successful.
Yeah, he's made a shitload of money doing other things, but like that's so clearly not. That's like, you know, getting into a beef with Joe Budden and telling him to rap. It's like he already quit rapping. It's like it's not an excuse. He quit rapping like 10 years ago. It's like, you know, it's solidified. It's like challenging me to a rap battle. Actually, I do be rapping. You think I should do a 4 extra disc?
Definitely. It will go viral.
What style?
Draco
R&B?
style.
Draco.
Wordplay.
You know, it's weird dissing somebody like doing a song though, because like I don't think he's gonna respond to me no matter what, because he has this weird thing in his head where like anybody who disses him, he won't diss them. You know, like when Munchie was dissing him back before, or like whenever anybody was doing content about him and we would get in here, he wouldn't really respond to them unless he really felt like he had to get some point across. But for the most part, he won't really respond to anybody who disses him.
Well, no, he wasn't going to respond to street dudes. He was going to deal with it in the street. Now,
I don't really.
He might respond. It'll be to his benefit to respond.
But he's had 48 hours to respond to this fade thing, and that's like his whole deal.
He can't fight anybody right now.
I don't understand this logic.
He has 6 fingers.
7.
7.5.
Maybe 6.5. Yeah.
6.5. From what he said, he got a pinky, and I think he said half the thumb.
I think I might have 4 extra derangement syndrome because I just turned the Mano and 50 Cent conversation into a 4 extra conversation.
Now you're a little pissed. You bothered by it because you was genuine and sincere, and he accused you of something you really didn't do. I don't remember you laughing at him.
I have reviewed the tape.
Or making jokes.
The worst thing in the whole thing is that King Pill, to his credit, said something kind of funny. He said, "Hey, Adam, the fade God giveth and the fade God taketh away." And I kind of like cracked a little bit of a smile, a little tiny smile, because that was enough to dead the relationship. And yeah, I'm still reeling from it because, you know, I keep ending up in these situations where it's the same thing where T-Rel and AD left. They acted like victims. Nobody knows why. Nobody can explain why. Even them.
No.
They are not capable of explaining what I did wrong to them.
You told Lush something and Lush said it on live stream. That you were going to... Yeah, I remember.
I removed AD from the podcast and I told Lush about removing him from the podcast.
But you didn't tell AD yet.
No, I did. I told AD and then I told Lush, but nobody else knew publicly. But then Lush told some random Discord call.
He did something here, so I don't know what he did.
But so like even that, like there's not... Like nobody can really tell me what I did to those guys. With 4 extra, nobody can really tell me what that.
Well, T-Rail just rolled with AD.
DW be dropping victim songs. He be talking about like, oh, woe is me, no jumper, they did me wrong.
Did he? Nah, he ain't saying.
Nobody even notices at this point because who the fuck cares? But yeah, DW dropped something like that at some point. No,
DW?
I would love. I don't know. Could DW tell me what I did to him? So I got all these people. So it ends up looking like I'm a shitty person to work for.
He called me this morning.
Or like I treat these guys badly. And meanwhile, it's like nobody's got a coherent explanation for why. So it pisses me off because this is what happens now. Like I remember when I started 4 extra, everybody telling them, commenting, saying, "Oh, he gonna do you like you did Adam," and nobody can, or not Adam, but he's gonna do you like he did AD. Nobody can explain what I did to AD, but apparently I did something up to him. And now think about how much worse it's gonna be. The next person I try to with, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you're gonna do you like 4 extra," and it's gonna be like, "Well, what did he do to 4 extra?"
Do not. Let's see what DW.
I don't know. Nobody knows.
What did you?
This was months ago.
You canceled everybody's show.
Yeah.
You didn't do nothing. Yeah, he didn't do nothing. I remember that.
I'm an equal opportunity firer. Let's fire everybody.
Yeah, you didn't do nothing. You didn't.
Honestly, like, I don't even know if the Reddit posted it when DW dissed us in a song.
Did he?
Nobody really cared,
different.
I don't think. But hey, it is what it is.
What you think about Trump, man? Trump's going crazy.
What did he do this time?
It was an immigrant, like a little girl or something, a little baby, and he didn't give a shit about the medical care. She got to go back. Troops, he classified fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
Okay.
I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Nothing is
for
real.
Future's brother.
Words have no meaning now, I guess.
What do you mean?
I mean, how the is fentanyl a weapon of mass destruction? And is that even true? Are you just saying that?
Bro, I'm telling you what the hell's going on.
Trump, fentanyl,
I'm telling
weapon
you.
of mass destruction. Trump designates street fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, escalating militarization of the drug war. Wow, that is insane. That was honestly like hard for me to believe that was
What
true.
do you mean, bro?
It's just such a
You know us. You know us black people. We gotta keep up with the new laws.
Yeah.
I know you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because I don't do fentanyl,
I mean,
unlike
you
some
can-
people here.
You can break the law. You know
What
I'm saying?
law am I breaking?
Listen,
You're a habitual line breaker.
Listen, what are you talking about?
I seen you pull out whoops on this podcast before. I had to blur them out.
What? Man, look, I got caught with 30 pounds of fentanyl.
Not me.
And I fought my case. I got 3 years probation.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You got caught with fentanyl?
Yeah, like about 10 pounds.
This your first time talking about it?
Yeah.
Out of here.
I got 3 years probation.
You ain't got no goddamn fent.
I don't even know what shit looks like.
It's a powder at one point, and then they turn it into pills.
I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what none of this stuff looks like. Fentanyl, perks. All I know is crack, PCP, marijuana, powder, and heroin. I know what those things look like. All the pills and fentanyl, I don't know what I don't know what it looks like.
You know, Diddy in that documentary, even down to the last day, he still had to keep that Tusi with him, the pink cocaine.
When he had some with him when they caught him?
Even when he was in New York, basically like waiting for the feds to come get him. When they came and got him, they found him with a couple of baggies of Tusi. So that's how much he loved that shit. I never did it, but sometimes I'll hear girls talk about it. They talk about it like it's the best thing ever.
That's not T.I.'s head.
That is T.I.'s head. You want to show that on the screen?
Oh, so he's trying to front with the braids going back like that's not his head.
The braids are surviving. The bald spot seems to be deteriorating quite significantly. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild photo. That's a lot of real estate back there.
But he tried to say that wasn't him.
Is it not him?
But you're on stage. It got to be you.
Wait, is this actually him responding? It's from 2 hours ago, so it probably is.
Yeah, he tried to say it wasn't him.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking that that's not his haircut, right?
Yeah, but that's him on stage.
Hey, man, the internet needs to be sued because why is T.I., a whole Atlanta legend, trending right now for a ball spot? Now they so check feeling himself, crowd lit, music knocking. Then out of nowhere, the DJ creeps up like a nation, no hesitation.
It ain't him.
T.I. grabs it and puts
That's
it
him,
on
right, no?
expeditiously. And then the cameraman said, oh, nah, zoom in. Internet investigators slowed the footage down to 0.25 speed. That's when the internet and DJ, he laughed and said, y'all doing way too much joking about how the internet.
T.I. said it was a Photoshop?
They came up with all
Blueface said that.
Well, maybe they be pulling too hard on this string.
Yeah, and he started talking about, man, he getting them twisted too hard. As you could tell, he take care of it, it's just getting them twisted too hard.
Somebody
tell my them braids look like little ornaments hanging off his head. I said, look, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, so I mean, in the age of technology, everybody keep this phone in their hand, and this is where you depend on to get your news. But you have to use discernment. You know, the words say use discernment. You understand? And discernment would say that the person that I've grown to know over these 25 years, that I've grown to know. as Tip. I can't see him
I can't see it.
moving around
I can't see it.
in the house, let alone on stage like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man,
What was going on this shot?
the devil is a lie.
Yeah, because I'm looking, I don't see.
The devil is a lie.
That thing looked crazy
They
on
were
TV, though.
laughing, and then they tried to
I
slow
let 'em
walk you
laugh.
into the.
No, I mean,
What did you think when you seen that video?
I went to the mirror.
is this really me? Hold on.
Wait a minute.
It's all about the angles. I was like, oh my God.
It was comedy. I laughed. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be funny if it were true.
If you had alopecia,
it wouldn't be funny then. But I just laughed.
He made it clear that he wears hats all the time. He's unbothered. He's still rich, still famous, still.
Yeah, he's like saying it's fake news. He's asking for us to like not believe our eyes because for sure that was him. How the could it possibly be a Photoshop when it's like a video clip? It's like a 15-second video clip of him walking around on stage. The idea that somebody would be able to like he said photoshopped, which is an app for editing photos and still images, not video, which is confusing. But man, yeah, tip out here. I mean, hey, it happens to the best of us. It is what it is. The only thing that's embarrassing is just acting like you're embarrassed of it, you know?
I mean, at the end of the day, bro, we all get old. Shit happens.
Yeah.
I mean, you losing your hair, you're losing your hair.
Yeah, and he got dreads too. It's like that shit bad for your hairline. You're pulling out your hair. But you can't like if you can't get like your hair done, like get like all that shit filled in and then get dreads with it, right? I feel like the hair is like too sensitive.
I was
or
in
like
the barber shop and I watched a dude. He had a bald spot right here, but he had a little hair going up. They took the hair the women use, started braiding it, added the braids so it looked like it was full going all the way back.
Yeah.
So, some people, me, I just shave my shit.
Yeah.
You went to Turkey, grew your shit.
Sometimes I wish that I just shaved my shit. My girl says that she wishes that I would just have a shaved head. She likes the shaved head better.
That's up.
I know, right? I'm over here going to Turkey for you, bitch.
Who does she know have a shaved head?
I don't know.
Somebody got a shaved head?
Probably a bunch of them, yeah. I don't know. Johnny Sins. Oh, no.
The other dude ain't got a shaved head, does he?
You don't know who I'm talking about? Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, who is this dude?
This is probably the most famous male star alive.
Yeah, but this is a dude that came after the other dude.
And he has no hair.
Did the other dude got hair? The black dude?
Jason Love, he got some hair.
But nobody paid him no attention.
Wait,
I saw him pop up a little bit. I don't think
who,
he
Jason Love?
No, he had a segment after Jason Love, right?
Johnny Sins.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't get no traction with Linda. I don't think people really.
I mean, it wasn't viral like the Jason Love thing.
How did the numbers do?
I think it was good. But honestly, like she has basically said that from a financial perspective, she got to stick to the brothers because they sell the best.
That's what she told you.
People want to see her get blacked.
And you really believe that shit?
No, she knows that based on the numbers, yeah.
She's only been with one brother on camera.
No, more.
She been with other brothers on camera?
Other brothers, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So the brothers, okay, got you.
Yeah.
Oh. How do you feel about that?
Reveals a lot about what people actually want.
Want or like?
Like or want, Because like, if you asked people, hey, do you like watching with a black guy or a white guy? I feel like most people would say that they don't care, but the numbers suggest that they do care.
So do you think one day she's going to get like used to being with her brother and not have any use for you?
Nope. You got to understand. I'm the 22-ster.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you the homie. I was just asking.
Yeah.
You know, I respect little. I've never watched none of that shit.
If you were a girl, would you cheat on me?
What?
If you were a woman and you and I were dating, don't touch me with your dead hand. People in the comments saying, "Oh,
you mentioned something about him being gay."
Nah.
Yeah, you said some shit, or he said something. Something was going on.
I don't know. I didn't call him gay, but
Yeah,
I said something about like, get your dead hand off of me. People in the comments like, dead hand is a blood thing. I'm like, what the?
Oh, they tried to. Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, but they're saying that you didn't mean it like that. You were meaning it literally. Like, that's crazy.
Literally, like you're a cadaver.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So listen, how old were you when you first like played with another man?
Almost since birth, just playing with other boys. Yeah.
But you've been like this as a kid.
Oh, you mean sexually? Ugh. No, never did that.
High school?
No, I never did anything gay.
No secrets in the woods of New Hampshire.
No secrets. Trying to think of like the gayest thing I ever did. Probably just like in those like orgy scenes, and you like kind of realize that your like leg is just like straight up on another dude's leg. You're like both banging girls side by side, and then you kind of realize like, oh shit, my leg is like fully touching this dude's leg.
So do you move it or do you?
Yeah, you move it. Well, I would move it, but
yeah, it's kind of different.
Yeah.
So
what's the gayest thing you ever did?
I don't do nothing gay.
Nothing where you like accidentally touched your homie's cock or something?
I've never been involved in a sword fight, or if it was a threesome, it was me and two women. I ain't never been into that.
You want to hear the best? I got the best story. This is back in the BMX days. This is like 2010 or something, right? And there's these two girls who come through our house. They're hot. They're like both totally hot. And one of them totally did.
Fuck.
One of them, I had been banging her, right? And she got these big ass fake tits on her, right? And this is when I'm still just BMX guy or whatever. But these boobs are like big, round boobs, and especially at that time, fake boobs are like. I just moved to LA. I just moved to Long Beach, so like
some different shit.
It's new to us. And so anyway, like me and her are drinking Four Locos and snorting coke, which is an insane combination that might kill you, honestly. So whatever, we do that. I hook up with her. She falls asleep, and she told me while we were partying. She said, "I wake up every single morning at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're partying until like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, whatever." She does. She wakes up at 6 in the morning. She's trying to fuck me again. I'm like, yo, I'm not okay right now. I can't. Like, I'm from drinking and doing coke, so I'm like, no. She goes in my homie's room, and she bangs my homie right in front of the other girl. The other girl's like sleeping right there, and she's totally cool with it. She just bangs my friend. We thought this was the craziest thing ever because we're still kind of young at this point. So it's like, as I tell that story, I realize that story doesn't sound that crazy to me at this point, but we thought it was the funniest thing ever. And so he's so geeked. He's so hyped because he didn't really get like that. And so he comes in the morning just telling us, and he's like, yeah, ooh, it was so fire, man. She had these big ass fake tits. He's just like talking about it. He's like talking about sucking on her tits, how great it was. And after I think about it for a little bit, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, you're saying you're sucking on her tits? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I nutted all over her tits. His face turns white. He walks back to his room. I swear he didn't come out for like 24 hours.
Yo, why would you do that?
It was true. Honestly, I probably nutted on her boobs at 4 in the morning, and he was probably sucking them at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning.
Oh, this was fresh.
Freshly dried on there. Bro, you're talking about like a frat house type vibe.
That changes everything.
You're talking about like a bunch of like BMX dudes in their 20s. They're partying, they're drinking, they're making gay jokes, all this shit. And to have that,
asshole, bro.
To have him bragging to the whole apartment about how, and he thought I didn't even. So he's eating her too.
What?
Was like 2 hours before. Yo, like.
What do you mean he thought you didn't her?
He asked her, like, when she came in to try to him in the morning, he's like, no, you were Adam. She's like, no, I didn't, I swear.
And he went for it.
So he's eating her shit too. And then but this is, what made it so good is that he was so hyped that he was telling the whole apartment. He was so hyped. And I'm not even thinking about it until he's like already been on like a long rant about it. He's fully like in depth telling everybody, and I'm not even like I think it's fire. I thought it was so sick. That
it sounds like this dude on our clubhouse named Major.
Yeah,
he sounds like he's like yo. This is
Major.
He didn't
like
whoop your ass.
It wasn't that kind of relationship. I probably wouldn't have. Yeah.
God damn. Yo,
Dude,
man,
that's like I'm so glad I got a chance to tell that story, because I'm pretty sure I've been doing podcasts for 10 years and never told that story. And like at the time, I really felt like that was the best story of my entire life. Maybe that was like the best. Anyway.
Get over your homeboy.
I mean, he did it. It's not like I fucking did it. Like,
I invited you out to pod on the yacht and you turned it down.
Yeah.
We had 100-foot yacht. Hit Boy was with us out there.
Oof.
Upper deck, lower deck. We out in the water. We filming the Fresh Out of Love reality show. I said, you know what? Let me hit Adam. Me and Adam gonna take over the back part of the yacht and we gonna do a pod out there on the water. I think he was busy.
Maybe I should have done it.
Yo, I was thinking, I'm like, yo, that should be sick. These fools running around, the women was flipping the out. They out there wilding, damn near asshole naked, loaded.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have anxiety about going on a boat all day.
No, it wasn't all day.
How long was it?
We did only took it out because Hit Boy the same way. I might have took it out 2.5 hours.
You know something I realized about myself?
Yeah, because we was filming.
I realized this through my mom too. My mom loves to pull up and just be out hella quick. Like we'll be having like a birthday party for my kid, whatever. My mom pull up, she'll hang out for an hour and a half. She's out.
Yeah, we was only out because Hit Boy told me.
I'm the same way. And the boat, when I get on the boat, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to just get out real quick.
No, but see what I did, I made them stay on the coastline. Because when you get out there, you don't see shit. That's when it gets different. Okay. And we was on 110-foot yacht. That's a 7 bedrooms. Upstairs, downstairs, big ass yacht.
I never been on a yacht.
And it had a studio. This yacht has a recording studio because we did a challenge and far as what female were in the Hit Boy production with the Blueface verse.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so Hit Boy like Wack these waves. I said we'll go up like 2 hours. If you start feeling queasy, we go in. But he was like, nah, it was pretty cool.
Did you feel queasy?
Nah, not because we didn't go out. We was on the coastline. We was out there, but you could still see the beach. And we just cruised up. We was out like 2.5 hours.
What is the deal with this? Is because I'm going with you allegedly on Saturday, right?
Sunday
night?
1 o'clock.
Because you were talking about Saturday night, and then you were also talking about Sunday during the day.
Saturday, we have Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
Your guy, Mickey.
Yeah.
Neon's coming out.
Wow.
Blueface. We're taking the girls. Mickey has created games with life-size cards and big dice for the girls to play to win a vehicle.
And we're all going and doing this. And
yeah.
And this is just a live stream thing?
Well, I told them they can live stream some of it, not all of it, because it is going into the,
it's for the show.
Right, yeah. But it's only fair. Aiden's coming out, whoever's coming out, to, they can get that in, because as far as I'm concerned, it's like promo for the show that the show's coming.
I haven't seen anything with these girls. What am I missing out on?
Bro, it's been going down.
Are they crazy? They're fighting?
Squad, they've been about 30, 40 fights.
Are they all black?
No, we got one Latina. She just went home last night, though.
How many girls?
How
many did you start with?
13.
13, and now you're on what?
8.
Okay.
And
you sent home the only Latina. No white girls.
No, she went home.
She chose to leave.
Yeah.
No whites?
No. The white girl we had from Miami pulled back.
Why?
I don't know. She just pulled back.
She wasn't
on
with
come
the
out.
shits.
Because, when we cast it, we did like 20 because, you're going to lose some. In the day of, people get cold feet, but it's been going down. Like, it's been, and Blueface is a savage.
Yeah.
Vlad, I'm with Wack. We're doing the pod right now.
Vlad's not my friend anymore.
Yeah.
He's keeping secrets.
Right
You are on air right now.
yeah.
Vlad, stop keeping secrets.
What do you mean?
I'm not going to talk about it because it's supposed to be a secret, but congratulations. That's going to be a very big look.
Oh,
no.
we put out today?
No,
because you said you interviewed the biggest celebrity one of the biggest celebrities in the world.
Well, I know he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah, it's in the works.
It's in the works, but he's trying to keep it a secret.
Oh, can you tell me and we'll edit it out?
He can't tell you right now.
No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because until actually I have it, in the can on film, then I can say it. Until then, saying it might potentially mess it up. So I'm not gonna say it. But one of the biggest celebrities in the world. I'll just leave it at that.
Wow. All right. Hey.
Is he a black dude?
Who knows? But when I drop it, you'll be like, yeah.
Is he an Israelite? Is he Jewish?
Is it Kendrick?
Who knows?
What?
Who knows? Could be anybody.
Hey, so are you not in communication at all with Top 5?
We spoke, and he said he was supposed to come out here and do the interview, but then that was the end of that.
Oh, all right. So he's still in debt to you.
I have his number, yeah, but
Academics tells me Top 5 can't come to the States. So is he BSing?
I heard that too, but he still was trying to. I don't know. Man.
He had a case, but he beat it recently. A gun case.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So maybe he can. I don't know.
Well,
either way, he turned on the boy, man.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Hold on. What did I tell Drake? Get away from dude. He's bad news. He's using you, and he's going to have you out there.
I feel like we all knew Drake was going to get away from him sooner or later, right? But, yeah, for sure, like, we all were wondering, like, how is he still fucking with this dude? Like, it just doesn't seem like that's not how Drake moves. Drake moves smart.
I kind of felt like he had something on Drake. Like Vlad, the type of shit Vlad does, right? Vlad?
I feel like if he had something on Drake, he would have already aired it out.
Yo, Keefy D called me this morning.
What's he saying?
He's in prison. Did you know that?
Why?
Keefy D's in prison. He called me, right? Saying, Wack, could you help me? I need a TV. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here. You can't get no TV in the county jail. He said, no, bro. They gave him 16 months for the fight and sent him to prison.
For the fight in jail?
Yeah, usually you got to fight your case, and that he's in a state prison in Nevada, in a penitentiary.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why they keep pushing this case back, because until he finishes the prison time, he can't fight the case, which is like totally ass backwards. They don't do that here.
What the?
Yeah,
why not just do it concurrently if he gets sentenced for the other case?
That's what usually happens in California. He is now serving his prison sentence in Nevada. I got his booking number and everything.
It's just the most sane thing you ever heard, because everybody's just fighting all the time in jail. And never have you ever heard of somebody getting tried and then having to go to prison.
They gave that dude 16 months.
While they're locked up, because they're awaiting trial to find out if they have to go to prison.
I have to send him a TV through the Connect Network. Booking number 130-1953. So y'all want to write old Keefy D, put some money on his books, y'all can go ahead on and hook him up. But he's in prison. Like, I'm thinking he trying to play me. I'm like, bro, what do you mean you need $350 for a TV? You're in the county. He is in high desert. I'm like, bro, you ain't in Cali? He like, nah, Wack, high desert, Nevada. Stupid, I'll keep you. He start talking. So he's really in prison, but he's happy because he says it's better living.
Okay.
Yeah, better than county.
Yeah.
Right.
But Black, man, congrats, brother.
Hold on. Let me just say this. Speaking of Keefy D, I got something really big on the Tupac story that is going to drop next week. I haven't recorded it yet. It's about to be recorded, so I don't want to say who it is, but something big. Someone very key to the whole Tupac story that's never spoken before is going to speak on my platform for the first time.
It couldn't be nobody but Jimmy Henchman.
No, not Jimmy Henchman. Jimmy Henchman's already spoken before. I said someone who's never spoken before.
Oh. Hey, do you believe the young lady on Max B? I spoke with her. About a month ago.
I think overall the story is accurate.
There it goes.
There's a few little gray areas. I don't think that she was the mastermind. Because I feel that she's somewhat on the spectrum a little bit, based on having a long conversation with her. So I don't see her as being, this little 20-something-year-old mastermind and Max B and her brother to go do a robbery murder, and she's the mastermind behind the whole thing.
You heard the audio come out, right?
The one of Max B talking about Pooh Sims?
Yeah, you heard. I told you it was coming.
I heard a clip of it. I didn't hear the whole thing, but the guy tried to sell it to me. But then he posted.
Remember, I told you it was coming a year ago. I said, bro, it's coming.
I mean, that girl, when I look at her, she's like borderline.
Come on.
But she probably looked good as fuck.
That's somebody's daughter.
When she killed this fool 16 years ago or whatever it was, she probably looked good as
She didn't kill nobody.
She damn near might as well. The blood's on her hands. All I'm saying is that she probably looked good as but that's how dudes are really moving around. They'll hang out with a girl that's got like a 4th grade level education just because she's hot. And then ultimately you catch a case with her and you end up dealing with this dumb for the rest of your life. But I mean, it's so crazy that even after she took the stand on Max, she was still basically dating him while locked up. They were on the phone every day, writing each other letters, whatever. That's crazy that Max didn't hold much of a grudge against her for that.
Well, when I heard that, what I thought was, I think Max strategically is keeping a good relationship with her because she could make his situation worse. You'd rather have someone like that on your side as part of your case than someone who hates your guts. That's going to just bring up a whole bunch of other shit, true or not.
That's true, but she did. But she was talking about like recently talking to him, like in recent years, like not like a long ass time ago, like while they were still waiting to be charged, right?
I almost feel like she was really in love with him, and I think like him coming out and marrying someone else kind of really just killed her.
Bro, the bottom line, Max B told them police where she lived and where she worked at, and he knew she was involved in that goddamn homicide, and that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
That's
straight
true.
up.
I think that part is true, and that part came out of the stand.
No, because
the
Max
police officer.
Yeah, Max B's plea deal, her story, and his brother's story all align 100%.
That he's a what?
That he told on him. Yeah.
There it go.
Yeah. I mean,
there it go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga over there, nigga can't out burpee me. I over third today on the burpees. Nigga, I did 200. I did 217 counts.
Third.
I did 217 counts.
Third is like a physical specimen. He's like.
Let me tell you how I know third was fucked up in the head.
To you.
He's to a point to where he's doing his burpees in style. Brand new Nikes. I said he got to be crazy.
Yeah, he's nice with it.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
No. For sure. If we had like a gang Olympics, PPB sending him.
Yesterday, the Yard LA, I don't know if you up on them. Have you checked them out? It's a group of dudes been to prison, and they do prison exercises at the parks. My main man, Ed Jr., he runs it. The Yard LA came to the house, fresh out of Love House, and worked the girls out in the backyard.
Oh, nice.
Third was scared to take the fade.
Oh.
No show.
That's crazy.
I got the footage.
I need that.
I got the footage.
I got the footage. That's the tagline. I got the footage. Black 100. I got the footage. But yo, did y'all see my Sly Diggler interview?
I honestly watched like the first 10 minutes.
What is it?
Before, he interviewed this guy, Sly Diggler, who was banging not only Cassie, but also Daphne Joy.
No. He was doing free cops with 50's baby mother, Diddy.
Yeah, and she said that Diddy had a 3-inch dick, which when you know that kind of yeah, no,
he said that. The chick?
No, he said that. Sly Diggler. Oh, what a name. Sly Diggler said that Diddy got a 3-inch dick, and when you know that, it kind of makes sense of like why he's hiring these big dick to come in and bang his girl because he could barely get the job done. And he's doing nothing but Molly and Coke, the number one things that are making your dick not work. So he got a little dick and it ain't working.
Oh, they don't make you, I don't know how the drugs
Hell
work.
no. You do Molly, you are not getting hard. Or if you do,
I thought Molly
you're definitely
made
not coming.
I thought Molly was what they took. I don't know.
It's a great sex drug, but it makes it very difficult for you to finish. And if you do enough of it, it makes it really difficult for you to get hard. Same thing with Coke, honestly.
Oh, shit. I thought Molly is what they took to get hard.
No, Molly makes sex feel amazing, but it also makes it very difficult for you to get hard.
Well, why the f are they taking it?
Like, he actually has a whole freak off tape on his phone.
Who?
He showed you?
He showed me. Watch the video. We show a clip of
Oh, I gotta check. Oh, that's crazy.
We show a screenshot. Screenshot. Here's what happened. Because Diddy would record every time with his phone, but he got the phones mixed up and ended up using his phone instead of his own. So afterwards, he had the video on his phone.
Yo, Vlad. When you gonna get crazy man back in there? He done did enough crazy shit for you to sit him down again. Old Ray J, he's going nuts. Listen.
He's tweaking, huh?
Hey, bro, he's in town. He's did enough to go. He was really hitchhiking in Tampa. I had to send somebody, bro.
I just don't believe some of these stories, man.
Bro, I had to listen.
Diddy butt-fucked him. I just don't think he did.
You need to. I don't know what's going on with that.
It's hard to interview somebody who's just making shit up. Like he's alluding to Orlando Brown.
He was just hitchhiking in Tampa. I had to book a flight. He called. Look, I took the lady's number who phone he used to call me because he knows my number by heart, and I brought her to Clubhouse. It's a clip on Clubhouse of her telling us how all this all went down. I hooked her up, got her in the Brandy show in Jacksonville, and got had to send radio to Baltimore, but it's a whole lot of stuff going on, bro. A whole lot has went on, Vlad, and we depend on you to get the story.
Wack, do you believe that Diddy butt-fucked Ray J?
No.
Okay, there we go.
I mean,
I just cussed him out the other day about playing like that.
Big muscular ass cheeks, and
Bro,
Diddy allegedly has a 3-inch dick. He's not even gonna be able to get past Ray J's ass cheeks.
Bro, we are not having this conversation, bro.
I'm just being real.
No, Brock, I'm sorry you had to hear this. You know, we air this in Sleepless in L.A.
Wait, what are you saying?
What are you talking about?
I think this is going to be the Diddy defense. He's going to say it's impossible for all these dudes to say I raped him because I have a 3-inch penis. So, you know, how do you even do that?
Honest to God, yeah. Having a 3-inch penis in the gay world has got to be a death sentence. You have to be a bottom.
A death sentence. Oh man, but doesn't that just sort of explain the whole thing though? Like once you know about the 3-inch penis thing, it all kind of makes sense.
Yeah, my theory has always been that any guy with like damn near no dick is number one at risk. Like we should have a database for guys with penises less than 4 inches because those are the serial killers. Those are the Diddies. Those I believe that those dudes are at a way higher risk. Like if you were to go through all the serial killers throughout history and look at their penis sizes, I just feel like they probably are not very well endowed.
Epstein, I heard Epstein had a weird shaped penis, like an egg-shaped penis.
Bro, enough about goddamn.
No, yeah. They say Elon has a botched penis implant.
Hey, listen.
Which leads me to believe he probably started.
I'm gonna let this call happen between the white guys.
No, yeah, for sure. So I mean, it leads me to believe he probably had a pretty up dick when he chose to get that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
And the craziest part is Vlad's picture on the front of the phone. Listening to this conversation is wild. Yo,
world, I just want to show you this.
I gotta run, y'all.
All right, bro. You stay safe, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Vlad.
Vlad, a good dude.
Look at that. How's that for a family?
Great. I love that.
Like
family.
that?
I love that family.
I gotta give it to Lena. She always takes a Christmas photo every year, and it's crazy looking back at it each year. It's like she just exploded. She's almost 4 feet tall.
Who?
My kid.
I told
She's
you
almost
that.
4 feet tall.
You playing with this shit like that's why I be telling you like, hey, bro, you know that's why we need to do a no jumper cartoon or some other shit.
I'll probably just keep it separate. I don't need to. I've already decided that I probably could be not Bluey. What's his name? What's that fucking dude? Not Bluey. Bluey's the dog. What's his name? The guy.
Blue's Clues?
Nah, the dude. He dresses like a clown.
I don't know, bro.
Kids. I don't even know what I would look up.
I don't know. So listen, check this out. Paintballing is going down this Sunday. The teams is going to be crazy. Paintballing is going down.
Look what I just had to look up. Kids entertainer who had a Blippi.
Blippi, oh, that's the homie.
Kids entertainer.
Blippi with the 2 P's.
Who had a scandal where
homie Blippi,
where
my nigga.
He pooped on his friend.
It's even an L in there, G Wayne.
Look.
You know what I'm saying?
In a 2013
Blippi be Blippi.
I know about all the poop shit. In a 2013 scandal, he defecated on a friend's butt as a part of a gross out comedy video. He pooped on his homie's butt.
What are you talking about right now?
Can you believe that? I mean, oh yeah, look, he issued a statement. At the time, I thought this sort of thing was funny, but really, it was stupid and tasteless, and I regret having ever done it. Damn, so he's been having that video taken down off the internet. Blippi, we know what you did. You know what's crazy is I met Blippi. I met him at the mall. Adam 22 Blippi.
I met a lot of Blippis. That was blipping.
I felt like a real celebrity too, because the employees at the mall just walked my ass right on up. I can't believe that this is. You showing this on the screen? Look at me and Blippi.
The Blipster.
You actually know about Blippi?
I don't know nothing about Blippi.
Lennon was
Only closest thing I know about Blippi is homies be blipping.
Lennon was geeking. She's going way too hard. And then I'm wearing 100 Thieves merch. This is very rare. People don't know that I have deep gamer roots. Nade Shot sent me the shirt for some reason. Anyway, do we have anything else to address here? Damn, we've been on here for a while.
Man, we've been on there doing our thing. Fresh out of love. I rap on Monday, I believe. Paintball's going down. I got the teams. Last 6 girls. I know it's gonna be you and Ray J on one team and Blueface. And I hope your good old friend DDG on the other team.
Really?
Blue and Ray J.
Wow.
Got the little issues going on.
Do they really?
DDG hates your guts.
Does he still? Have you talked to him?
Blue probably looking at you a little foul because you want to his baby mama.
Yeah, I haven't seen Blueface since this whole my girl thing.
Yeah, bro ain't tripping. It's all funny. You know, one thing about Blue, he don't trip.
Yeah.
Blue just be cool.
He's got a lot of shit.
He be like, oh, well, he's on some crazy shit.
Me and him are kind of a lot alike.
Yeah, for real. He's like.
We're both have the craziest lives in the media, but don't really care. Like, we're pretty unbothered by it.
He don't give a damn.
And he's a lot of girls. I'm getting my wife by a lot of guys. So that's different, but similar in a way.
Hey, you're wild. Hey, look, bro, I'm going to be real. You got way more heart than me.
Why?
I could not live the life you live.
Because I challenged 4 Extra to a fade and got ducked?
4 Extra said if you tie one arm behind your back, he'd take the fade.
He didn't say that.
And he's already handicapped because his right is up.
Why are you saying
So why you just don't tie your left behind your back? If his right's up, you got your right. That's your strong hand, right? You still have the advantage.
What about I can use both hands, but I can't punch him with my left. I can only block with my left, but then I can punch with my right.
Oh, hey,
well, it'd be
fair.
weird though because he has a left.
That's fair.
He has a left hand. Yeah,
that's fair.
I can't punch. I get penalized if I punch him with my left.
Okay, you can't punch with your left, but you can poke with your left.
You're not allowed to poke anyway. Oh, you mean like jab, like
poke?
I might have a huge glove on.
I mean, well, shit, he can poke you. I'm just trying to make it fair.
With his pinky? No, he's gonna have to cover that up.
Pinky poke to the eye. Yup. But you know, if 4 Extras catch you, if he catch you with that left, with that hate maker,
I got to be able to cover up.
No, you got to get out the way.
That's why I can't. I can't fight him with one hand.
Out the way. If I was you, I would go out there, stick my tongue at him, and I would try to piss him off. If you can get him mad, you can win.
It's funny though that he won't fight me for the same reason that he wouldn't fight King Pill, which is like, if I really hate you, I won't fight you for some reason.
But you know, 4Xtra's good with his feet. He might around and just take a foul and drop kick your ass.
Take a foul?
Yo.
Would he get disqualified if
He
he
wouldn't
dropped me
give
with
a
a
damn.
devastating drop
He
kick?
going viral. Yo, what?
Yo, just run at me.
Yeah, pow! You know what I'm saying? You remember last time he was so adamant about kicking that sign, he knew he wasn't gonna come back down.
Man, that's how you knew that he was wilding. That was the day before he blew his hand off.
Your nephew, man, crazy.
Oh, he was high
Shout
off
out
fumes
4Xtra,
at that
man.
time. He was just wilding.
I supposed to be interviewing with cause I'm gonna call him on his shit.
What, Spoty Face?
Yeah, like a fact Sunday.
You're gonna do that?
And I'm about to.
Lush did it. It's coming out Sunday.
Listen, not only am I gonna do it, I'm doing some bullshit.
That is to be expected. What bullshit?
I can say it now because by the time.
Yeah.
Damn, what time am I supposed to go? Because I don't want them to.
This will come out Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon, so it'll be like we already be there. I'm showing up with DC Baby Draco. Straight up. I told that fool, nigga, I've been pushing the line for you. You pulling up with me.
Plot twist.
Listen, they don't know he's coming.
Bring 4Xtra too.
They don't know he's coming. Look, listen. I told him. That's him responding. I said, nigga, if I'm going to go over here and interview with this dude, I ain't never met this dude. I ain't never met you. But I defended you because the shit wasn't there. You need to pull up with me.
Damn.
We ain't going to let nobody do nothing to you. But, nigga, since I'm going to be defending you, you should be there so we can set the table straight.
That's some epic content.
And he said, you know what, Wack? I said, they don't even know I'm bringing them.
Diabolical. Yo, but so the episode that Lush did with Spoty Face and them, that comes out Sunday, and I guess Spoty Face finally talks about 4Xtra in it.
Oh, did he?
Clears the air about how he feels about him. So we're going to find out about that Sunday, and then we're also going to have...
I think Spoty Face is dead wrong. Listen, if I'm in jail and I get out, and Third got somebody he been dealing with, and he bring him to the neighborhood, and he doing things for him, and I got an issue with dude, and I go to the internet and say, that dude can't come to my neighborhood no more. It ain't about that dude. I'm disrespecting the homie. Because it's looking like you ain't nobody, nigga. This is what I said. I'm supposed to call Third and let Third know this my issue, boom, 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 and let the homie deal with it.
But what
you know
if
what I'm saying?
What if
go
you
out there
outrank
to
him?
the world.
What if you outrank him?
It's respect.
Doesn't matter.
It's respect. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, listen, once a nigga's a warrior, you can't outrank the warrior.
I actually agree with you, yeah.
Don't get it up.
No.
Third is going to call me his big homie out of respect of what I've earned from him. But the homie's a warrior.
Yeah.
He's just as capable as me. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't, I hate niggas who play that little homie game. These niggas is grown ass men.
I mean,
they done been everywhere we done been. You can't, it get to a certain point, you got to kill that little homie shit, and you really looking at them like little homies is where to get something done to your ass.
I mean, you can't ban them unless it's a major infraction, you know?
But even then, if you know that's your homie's situation.
You owe him the conversation, and bringing it to the internet.
Because all we was like, oh, damn, but with 4X, he just telling 4X.
I thought with Spoty Face, but that's not the right way to handle it for sure.
4Xtras was standing on the side of him when he said it. It would have been,
but I feel like maybe Spoty Face and 4Xtra already weren't getting along at that point.
That's even worse.
Because if they were, I feel like Spoty Face would have gone to him and had the conversation. I feel like they already maybe weren't seeing eye to eye.
Oh no, we gonna find out.
Yeah.
Because I never sat down with Spoty Face.
Yeah.
Never met him, but we gonna find out this Sunday. And I'm coming with the surprise guest. I haven't told none of them.
Fire. What about your boy Lucky from Hoodstocks? He was buying off K7.
Oh, a black dude.
Yeah.
He's spending his money with a black dude.
He's buying white off of a black dude.
Spoty Face called him out, but you know what?
And he ducked it too. He said,
he ain't ducked it. No, what he letting you know is, you want to get in my business like that, Holmes, I see you in the street. So
that's some shit to be like,
he ain't playing.
Come to my neighborhood.
Spoty Face said,
gonna get himself killed.
Spoty Face said, let's do it in the ring. He like, nigga, I'm not playing with you.
So once again, we have one dude trying to be on some mannish grown shit, saying, "Hey, let's fight in the ring," and the other one trying to be on some street shit. But he's still ducking it, if you ask me, because he knows Spoty Face is not a tweaker. He's not gonna just drive around your neighborhood looking for you.
I mean, he can find him if he wanted to.
Yeah, but he ain't on that type of time. That's some crazy shit.
Well, I mean, dude probably feel like Spoty Face trying to get some clout off of him.
Yeah. I also feel like he's like probably racist enough that he don't want to fight a black guy.
Oh, they say
Lucky.
he's not even Mexican.
Yeah, he like something. Guatemalan or some shit. I don't know. Either way, whatever. Shout out to everybody who watched this. Please smash the like button. Hopefully you guys are all enjoying your Sunday. Go to church. They're probably still open. Service for sure is already done, but maybe just show up and
shout out to the churches. Ladies, go in the churches. Find you a deacon that want to pay who got an ugly wife. Get that bag out of them. Deacons and pastors, find you a sister that you want to pay. It's Christmas time and bless them. You know, ain't nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? The devil is a lie.
A rapper named Deacon. You can rhyme it with geekin', freaking, peeking.
I heard a dude say, a pastor say the other day, God told me to tell y'all this morning that the first one of y'all to give me 10,000, he's gonna make you a millionaire.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I heard that.
Like
it's getting to that point.
It's unfair to say that religious people are, but I think it is fair to say that there are a lot of people who are going to church. Anyone falling for that sort of thing, like I want to respect the fact that people have a relationship with God, but when I hear something like that, I'm like, oh, y'all are just getting scammed. And you're just.
It was fun. Dude was serious as hell. He said, God told me the first one of y'all bring me 10,000, he's going to make you a millionaire.
God damn.
Then you see the other one said, every last one of y'all got to bring me 1,500. Dude showed up with 1,200. He said, I said 15. That's 12. You showed.